Now, everyone switch place.
Should we play some song for that?
Yeah,
Exactly. But, all right. I mean, thanks for being here for us. It's super fun to be in Austria and Hallein and at Multi-Awesome Studio. Right, Erik?
It's very awesome there.
Very awesome. Multi-awesome. Multimedia. So, I mean, as Daniel said at the opening, we're here because World Toilet Day is coming. It's tomorrow. So 12 o'clock tonight.
It's a very important day, so mark it in your calendars.
So tonight at 12 o'clock, World Toilet Day is starting. So just so you know. This is where it all started. We made a bathroom and we decided to bring in Max, who's a sound genius. And we asked him, can you make our 8 toilet rolls scream when you pull them? And it became very stressful. So we changed it and can you make them sing harmoniously? And he did. So this is... and that led to our second bathroom, which we had this voting, and Wipe One, which is Will's Institute of Private Exhibitions, it basically looks like this. So you can watch his films here. There's a tour, but Erik told me that we're gonna hire Daniel and Multi-Awesome Studio and every intern you had, because we all know they also been part, and your wife and daughter, and we're hiring everyone basically to redo this better.
Yeah, we need to fix this up.
Yeah.
Felt the competition.
Yeah. Something. So is any one of these people here today? Oh, Oh, everyone is here. Okay, perfect. So so this is Daniel. So from the beginning we thought like, oh, this crazy Austrian bearded guy contacted us. And he's turning his bathroom into a Snask museum. And then we realized that he was serious. And just amazing content. That was when he didn't come home.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. This is Daniel telling us how much he loves Erik. And then we said, my God, he's incredible.
Hey, this was private!
Erik says he can't believe his eyes. He's crying pink tears. When will it be open? Awesome. As soon as you arrive for the opening party, I guess. No official opening without the artists and the party. Enjoy, be careful, the 2 in the box are with alcohol. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. So let's start this talk, right? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Fuck
I feel
everyone.
like it's your talk now. Jesus Christ.
Because we want to start with this word, because the world is going in the wrong direction. Very right wing, of course, has been going in that direction for a long time. You guys have your special guy.
The Volkskanzler.
Yeah. Very
important German word.
Very, very. Not that politically loaded either. I mean, no. We got asked to do a European poster for many years ago from Page magazine, and we decided to do this. Just because you're extremely right doesn't mean you're correct. And that was many years ago, and unfortunately it's even more true now. And that's also something that we do. We build a lot of things by hand, just like Multi-Awesome Studio, because we think it's fun. We've been around for almost 18 years, so in January we're turning 18. You know what that means?
Yeah, you're
grown up.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to drink.
Exactly.
Finally.
In Sweden, we're allowed to drink now. Erik was like, I already started. Yeah.
I mean, everyone starts. You know,
Well,
it's
maybe
like-
you can read this instead.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Thank you for letting me into... Okay. Sorry. Yeah, this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to start with who are we? Design should tell a story. Make a local supermarket famous. Our view of branding. Branding through visuals. Find your doppelgängers. Steal a good quote. Make enemies and gain fans. Develop an intern culture. But also, super important, how to get rich in 5 minutes.
Can we put that first?
No, it's in the end.
Then you will leave. You know, that's the whole... Yeah. So we keep that. And then, but first, we have a word from Obama, actually.
Yeah.
Please join me in inviting President Barack Obama and Kehinde Wiley to unveil the portrait.
Snask is a very professional design, branding, and film agency. They don't play around when it comes to work. They do fast and accurate deliveries, they're creative, and all their stuff is tight. I highly recommend it. Snask is great. And again, we're not spying on your calls.
Oh yeah. We have ultimate wisdoms today. I'm saying, and it's going to be pretty ultimate. And this first one is praise can come from unexpected places. And this one is from Fiverr.com. If you have $5, you can make this type of video like we did. If you want us to make the video, you need a lot
More.
But it's okay.
Yeah. So who are we? We're a design, branding, and film agency. That means my mom and dad thinks we do computer. Not with an S, not computers, just computer. And it's as close as we ever get to explain to them what we do. And after 2 days on Christmas, you get tired of explaining. So computer is fine. That's what we do.
And then they're like, oh, you do internet.
Oh yeah, we do
That's
internet
like
as well.
follow-up.
Yeah.
You want the, and then they're like,
On the internet. So this is a slide with loads of logotypes, and you think, holy shit, they are really professional. They look like clowns, but they actually do
now
work.
you know.
Yeah,
Now you know.
but it's actually all the clients that said that they don't want to work with us anymore. So we have a credible bank up here. We have some cool. But I mean, when you're having a presentation, you can email us, and we send you this slide, and you put it in the big first 5 slides in the presentation, and people will think you're really professional. We also have this, which is a huge painting that we asked this student called Ulrika Westerberg, when she was a student, to first make a live, huge, copy of James Matheson's Solemn Witch Trials. And it's 3 times as big as this. And then we wanted her to start painting us into the picture. So everyone who is more detailed, as you can see, are taken. That's me. Erik chose to be a victim down here.
No! I wasn't there when people got to choose who to be. And then I came back to the office a couple of days later and I'm like, yeah, Erik, you're gonna be this one, the accused one. And there was Magdalena, I remember, who said that, and she's like, I'm pointing you out. And I'm like, why?
Everyone is pointing.
What have I done?
Everyone is pointing at you.
Yeah, but actually, the thing is that I'm in the original story. This is a bonus now.
Mm-hmm.
You get to
Hold
learn
on.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second.
You know, is that the bonus thing that I'm going to say here, I can't even speak anymore. The bonus thing is that I'm not accused. It's actually my wife that I can't even see. In the
No, it's
What the fuck is
Fabrizio
it?
who is the accused one. That one is the accused one.
No.
Yeah, the one who is being held by the guard. But that's your son, I think.
What the hell happened to this girl? Where is... Okay, I'm not accused. My wife is accused. And I'm trying to save her. But where is Isabel? Right? Where the fuck is she?
Yeah, but this is an old photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
we haven't put her in this photo.
No, I haven't put it. I haven't photographed the new one. You think I just
This
put
is
it
amazing.
Yeah.
No, but that's why then.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder which one of this she is. But I'm just trying to defend her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want to say I'm the hero of this photo. Trying to defend this woman who's...
You're saying the media is flawed?
Yeah.
Fake news.
This is fake news.
Mm-hmm.
And this, like, I'm there, doing good.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We also have a tattoo flag because we tattoo everyone at Snask. We also have a doorbell, so when you click, normally we would hear a bell and then we would come running like slaves, opening a door for someone, and we got tired of that, so we decided to put the bell on the outside and then play up compliment instead. And so this is how it works.
You're the best thing that happened today. You know what? You're the best thing that happened today. My God, those shoes look great on you.
So we don't hear anything from inside, so people just stand there. Just like TikTok and Instagram, they get just press, and when we finally find them, they're super happy because they've been showered by compliments. It's actually very good. Also, did we have a police mirror? So from the outside, you see yourself. You're gonna get legally high now because I'm a good photographer. We'll see. That's Matej, so you can see yourself from the outside. That's our office. So you get high a little bit. That's our pink kitchen in there. Here's our painting.
Oh, that's huge.
That's where the intern live. That's Matej. So that's how it looks. And sometimes we have Austrian tourists, and it can become awkward. We don't know why, but sometimes when we have meetings, it becomes very strange.
Maybe we should switch the SNASKSEUM door.
Yeah. We also stole one of the stones when they remade the street. And then we send it to a tombstone artist and put in one of our manifesto points, if you love someone at the show. And then we put it back outdoors. We also have our own merch, like a different kind of stupid clothes you can buy. We have our own bike, you don't have to buy this. It's 800 euros. It's not worth the money if you put it together piece by piece. But you get the book for free if you buy one. So far we sold 2 during 10 years to ourselves, so we have 2 in the studio. It's great. Yeah.
I actually found them the other day because I hadn't seen them, but they're out down in the basement.
Yeah, they're in the basement.
Weird room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the weird room that we don't speak about.
No, in the basement.
In the basement.
Everyone here knows what we're talking
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Would it fit in the SNASKSEUM?
Yeah.
Hold on and check my account.
So the ultimate wisdom of this one is make your studio space a fun and inspiring place to be. Multi-Awesome Studio knows this, of course, as you can see. But most companies in the world think that if we put people in really boring offices, they will be very creative, effective, and work overtime for free. We have a new book, or a new edition, the 3rd and final edition of our book.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's semi-new. We put our own comments in here. So this one says created in 72 hours, and it was a big fat lie. It was a mentor of ours who told us, you need a hook on the book. No one's gonna buy your fucking book if you don't make something a hook. And then it said you can write that you wrote it in 24 hours. And we're like, no. And we wrote in 72 hours. And now people are saying online, you can totally see that they wrote it in 72 hours. We spent months on that fucking thing. Yeah. So we had to take photos for the new release, and we know that to be respected, you need to be beautiful, serious, and sophisticated, just like art directors or typographers, architects. Why are you laughing? This is serious.
This is a serious photo. Yeah.
We were very, it was very...
We didn't it was just a normal day, and
Yep.
we were like, hey, take a photo of us today.
Yeah.
And
We were on our way to a client meeting, and they just caught us thinking about grids and cool typography. Yeah. And then we understood that to be rich, you need to be business, ultra elite, and know about cash flow. And so we decided to take new photos where you can clearly see that we know how to make money. And this was the cash Bible, of course. So if you want a really good return on investment, actually we don't really understand our own book or what it says, but we think that the pictures are very pretty. So you could buy it for that one. And ultimate wisdom, if you also want to become respected, or if you want to get filthy rich, buy our book.
By the way, you can buy the book afterwards. I have a few examples here. They are $50 a piece.
And Daniel,
60 if you
okay, so 60 bucks a piece.
If you want it signed, it's not about but
the bike, you can also buy it on credit. And Daniel hid a check of a lot of money in one of them.
Yeah.
So we'll see if you pick.
Maybe you're the lucky one.
Yeah, maybe you're the lucky one. Do you wanna? Maybe you should say something. Seems like you're not.
Sure.
You're not integrated.
I have no clue what we're.
The big button.
Oh yeah. But let's talk about something else. Design, you should tell a story. It's something we believe in. We created this product called shower beer, and basically, it's the important thing to know is that like every day is something like 2 new pale ales released in the world. So this product is nothing about the beer, right? It's like that's just like everyday thing, but it's all about design and storytelling. So the shower beer, it basically came from us. We like drinking beer in the shower, and we thought like, hey, let's create the ultimate, beer experience for this. So we created this. It's kind of tiny, so like we didn't want it to get warm while you're in the shower, because the shower is hot and stuff. So we made it like only 18 centiliters, but we did not want the effect to be less still. So we made it 10% strong. Very smart. We also don't want people to drop the beer, so we made it with like a screen print, so you have a good grip, stuff like that. And this is like perfect beer. It's also like you can use it as conditioner if you want to. And that's where like fruity smell and taste to it. It's it's a really nice beer basically. Mm-hmm. So we made this and we released it into the world, and we didn't think that much more about it. But then it went crazy. So TV loves this beer. This is the Daily Show in the US.
When I get to drink again, I'll be able to enjoy a cold
This is
beer
English.
in the shower. Check this out. A Swedish design firm has teamed up with a brewery there to create a pale ale that's half the size of a regular beer bottle. It's brewed in Stockholm. 10% alcohol content. Really packs a punch.
And celebrity loves it. So this is Tom Hanks on national radio. If you have enough of them, you eventually be drunk enough to fall down in the shower. Awesome. Magazines loves it. So this is Vice. There's finally a beer made specifically for drinking in the shower. Or Esquire, a Swedish brewery created the ultimate shower beer. Mm-hmm. Fortune magazine, this genius Swedish brewer made the shower beer. Also Runners loves it. So Runner's World, because let's face it, nothing is more satisfying after a long run. Sort of makes you unrun the run, but yes. Men loves it. So Men's Health, behold, the answer to your prayers. Lab Bible made this video. We had no clue about this. It just showed up suddenly, and they had taken like some photos or whatever that we published, and like shot some seeds. It was super weird. They posted this video this many years ago. They had 5.6 million views, 25,000 shares.
Pre-TikTok.
Pre-TikTok, yeah. And Maxime, live the best life with a new beer. Is there any greater pleasure in life?
I think they're insults, right?
Yeah, probably. But this one though, men's experience. I mean, you would think it's men with experience or for men, but we figured it's men without experience, basically. Now, moms won't pester you to take a bath anymore.
Or Italians.
Or Italians.
They
That's
live
like,
with mom.
yeah. But moms loves it too. So, if you're more a beer mom, get excited. And then of course women loves it. So Womanista, shower beer is officially a thing. And she amazing. We are so very grateful. And she speaks, especially for your enjoyment, ... in the shower. And also GQ, they really love it. So they're like, hey, this shower beer.
Great.
Yeah, it's great. So basically, the ultimate wisdom here is the beer have to be great. But the rest is about branding. Such a deep thing.
It is, yeah. You should do one more.
I should do one more.
Yeah, do one more.
Yeah! By the way, this tea beer, what was it?
It's not beer, it's a drink.
It's tea
Cocktail.
drink. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad.
Thank you.
You said the first sip was a bit weird, like something. Yeah.
Acquired taste.
I feel like I'm almost getting healthy from drinking. I'm doing this one.
Yeah,
remake your local supermarket. So I hope there's a slide now. Ooh, yes. So me and Freddie, where we live in Stockholm, basically our local supermarket that we went to all the time. We still do. It looked like shit. So we thought like this could be a great project. Like we go over all the time. We have to go to this store, whatever. Let's help them out. So we offered our services, and we were like, what if we make a total rebrand of your store and blah blah blah. And they were actually turned out that they were up for it. So we had a look at their current identity. We saw that they had a love for typography.
What would you call this?
Eclectic.
Yes.
Multi-typography.
Yes. It's like they always try really hard, but we saw some, parts that we could maybe make a little bit better. So we made a new identity for them. It's called ICA Stop. And so we, custom made everything. We still gave them quite a few typefaces just because we saw that they really liked it. So we were like, hey, we don't want to disappoint our client. So we created some custom made typefaces. Of course, the pattern, the whole identity thing. This S became like a symbol that we thought was a better, like than writing out the whole ICA thing. So we made like a lot of units with like just the S as the main communicator. But then we did this, but this is just like the graphic identity, and it's still a store where you go all the time. Luckily, they were just supposed to renovate. So we were like, hey, what if you fire your architect firm and bring in us? And they actually did that. Weirdly enough, I had like the weirdest meeting with them when I was just like, doing a presentation like this. And then we did this crazy thing and this, and I think they sort of like lost themselves in that, and they were like, we must do this, like we want to be different, and suddenly they literally a week later they were like, I fired the architect firm. You're hired, So we had this identity, and you see it's where like bluish, etc. And then we basically went into the store, and this is how it looked. Still see kind of eclectic. It's it's what it is. So we did this before photo. Do this. It's been a really fun project. It's been like I think we worked on it for like 3 years or something. It's like been ongoing, and yeah, you see it's like blue. I'm mean, always a pink bar is needed. Yeah, and they had some nice terrazzo. They had like a restaurant connected to the store, so we could make that. You know, everything goes together, signage. And yeah, it's a really, really cool store today. So now we can go there, which is good. If there's something wrong in your neighborhood, you're gonna go outside, fix it, and you might enjoy it on the way. 3. Oh, I can't do this. This is.
So Erik here, as we said before, he used to be he's a rock star and a drummer. But before he would drum more often. He would hit his hands on stuff more often.
You know, if you hit the drum, then you're a rock star.
Yeah,
immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he actually toured Europe a few times, but he never won a Grammy for being a drummer. He never became Dave Grohl, even though he wanted to. And so he understood after a while, my path to a Grammy is not through hitting stuff. So the only other Grammy that was up for grabs for Erik was being a director of music videos. So this is the 3 steps how to win a Grammy. Step 1, convince your favorite band that Snask should make their first music video for the first time of their album release, first one in 10 years. Do you know the band? Yeah? Which one? The Hives. Yeah. Yes. So they hadn't released a new album for 10 years. Everyone was waiting for it. And so we did it. Step 2. Tell the Hives they shouldn't be in their own music video. The first music video after 10 years. Mm-hmm.
It felt smart.
It felt really smart. Mm-hmm. Yep. Instead, recruit the top financial CEOs of Sweden to play the band. So these are all actual famous CFOs of big, like what do you say, corporations in Sweden. So they're actually real, and the song is about the elite at the top floor.
Funny thing is that like I found out that these guys sort of had a band on the side. So that's like, so I got them all in like one go, you can say, and one of them had made like he had made his exit already. So he was like, you know, he was all good. And then you know, normally when you do a shoot, you're like, you meet them, we did a little casting, whatever, and I was like, okay, cool, but if we go with you now, then we need to have a costume, like a wardrobe fitting. And then we were like, oh, but like we're planning that on Thursday, maybe like 2 o'clock, can you do that? You know, you're checking a bit, you're thinking that these guys are very busy. And then this guy is like, yeah, I don't want this to sound weird or anything, but like, I don't have a schedule. I can come whenever you want. I don't have anything to do. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, I made an exit. I don't do anything anymore. So yeah, that's his life.
One of these guys. Yeah. And then regret yourself about the Hives not being in their own music video.
Smarter than myself.
Yeah. And then direct and shoot the music video. So here's a snippet of the video.
Shut down! Into the promised land, somehow I know that man ain't never gonna quit without living. This is it. Shut up. 4, 3, 2, 1. You gotta shut down.
Funny that I realize now that we show the part when they are not in it.
Oh
the
yeah,
CFOs.
The CFOs.
They are like in the 80% of the video.
Well.
I mean, the band is more important.
Yeah, the band is
that's
more
what
important.
I realized.
Bonus step, take photos for your new modeling career. I'm gonna let this imprint into your mind for a few seconds. Step 3, get nominated for a Grammy for the best music video and wear a pink tailored suit. So, how this was done, we went in the line for the Grammys, and we were allowed to go in with the famous people because Erik was. Why are you laughing? What are you doing? You need help? Jesus. We go in with the real famous people, and then we stand in line, and then there's markers on the floor, and then like next, and we will take a step, and everyone would do like this. And we were like, oh, okay. And then next, and then we would go to the next one, and someone was very nice, and I click. And it's basically this one. But we were happy. It's the first time, or maybe we'll see if it was the only time we're at the Grammys.
Could definitely be.
Yeah, and this is when he wins.
Erik Kockum! Nice! Time to shut down!
En humor som engelskspråkiga kallat saker som witty whimsical har alltid varit typiskt för regissören Erik Kockums reklamfilmer. Nu har han tagit det till musik. Få var mer lämpade för huvudrollen än The Hives. För videon till Countdown to Shutdown.
So he got the whole band to go up with him, and they didn't even say a word. It's the first time Hives won a Grammy and didn't say a word. They just stood behind him in their black suits.
Nice. And that was the lecture.
That was an extra, yeah. That's good.
That was secret. Okay.
Some serious part then, our view on branding. What is branding? How many work with design or branding in here? I mean, no one? Few of you? Okay, that's fine. I mean, okay. So what our view on branding is that it has nothing to do with the product or the service, because it doesn't matter if the product or service is immaculate. It's what clients expect anyway. So this beer doesn't matter because the taste and everything, I expect it to taste good, have around 5% alcohol, whatever. But it's the branding that makes everything, right? And this beer is amazing, of course. But the same goes for any product. And if a product or service is good, it's easy to copy. But if a brand is good, you can't copy it, which is why you do that. So that's why people who drive a BMW, they don't buy it because of the product benefits, like 4-wheel drive, German engineering, connected drive. If that was true, you might as well buy an Audi, Volkswagen, or Mercedes. People buy a BMW because they want to live the lifestyle of a person driving a BMW. Anyone owns a BMW in here? No?
You're not that kind of people.
You're poor. Yeah. Skoda. No, but it's most often a man, and he likes to play golf, even though he doesn't have a good handicap. He loves to talk about business, even though he doesn't know anything about business. You know, the kind of guy. But it's also the same thing if you buy a handbag, a Chanel handbag, and you don't run to your friends and like, look, it has 5 pockets, 2 zippers, double seams. It's not the product, actually. It's the lifestyle of the product. So they actually seen that we're so fucked up that our brain rewards us when we, communicate or integrate with a desired lifestyle group. So our brain gives us a dopamine kick, human cocaine, when we integrate with a brand. And it's not that strange, because back in the days, if we weren't part of a group, we would be an outcast, and outcasts were losers. They died, unfortunately. And so they also saw that if we buy a fake Chanel bag, for example, our brain will not reward us. Even though everyone, the rest of the group, will think, oh, you're cool, you have a real Chanel. But the brain will be like, no, you don't, you fucking idiot. And it won't give you that dopamine kick. So you need to save your hard-earned money to buy the real shit. That's how fucked up we are, guys. Branding is not data. I hate data. It's so boring. Everything I say from this second and backwards in time is what you can measure. It's data. Everything from this second and forward in time, which is interesting, you can't measure. No one can measure the future. It's true. So when we talk about data, we're talking about what already happened. And you can't do anything about what already happened. You can have anxiety or be nostalgic. You can't change anything. In order to change something in the future, you need to use vision and innovation. So you can just say, but we can just ask people what they want. But people have no clue what the fuck they want. They don't know. And so you need to trust and expertise. Henry Ford never asked people what they wanted, but if it did, people would say a faster horse, not a car. Steve Jobs didn't ask us if we wanted an iPhone, but if he did, we would have said we didn't know that we wanted an iPhone. And so they created the iPhone instead. Sometimes it can be true that it can be interesting to look at data, but then you need to know how to analyze it and draw the right conclusions. The fighter jets came back during the Second World War. It had a lot of bullet holes in them, so they started putting out data points and like, yeah, okay, yes, here they are, the data points. Let's enforce the planes here. And they started making the planes heavier by enforcing them here until someone said, you're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at the planes that are coming back when you should be looking at the planes that didn't come back and they're shot down in the cockpit, the rear and the engines. So, should Apple ask us how 21 Pro should look like? No. Because we're not experts, so we put one and one together, and that's how we do. So if we would look at this, we would be like, well, maybe more of those black things, and it becomes a mishmash. And it's fine, because we're not experts, but they shouldn't ask us. If you constantly ask people what they want, it will become a negative spiral when nothing new is ever allowed, and nothing that is provocative the least will ever be allowed. It's like when you scroll away something on your phone, you don't think about it, but the algorithm and AI learns like, I'm never gonna show you this ever again. It's like having someone at home and like, hey, what do you wanna eat? Would you like pasta? No. Then I'm never gonna cook ever again pasta for you. But it's just I don't want it today. It's very, very dramatic algorithm. And so it's very bad because it becomes a negative spiral. Where nothing, no new ideas, art, music, culture, etc. is ever allowed unless people instantly like them. So we work a lot with Spotify, and they can see that some people like songs that kick within 5 seconds and tend to listen 1.5 minutes actively on the song before they change app. But if musicians, that doesn't mean that musicians should make 1.5 minute songs that kick within 5 seconds, unless Aoki and Guetta maybe. Mm-hmm. You know. If you're Freddie Mercury, he made a song that was almost 6 minutes long, had 3 different genres in it, and radio and everyone said that no one is gonna like this song, and the rest is history. So the ultimate wisdom here is be more like Freddie.
Which one?
And also, for every 2 beers, you need to drink 6 Pepsis. That's a good one. Good one. Last but not least, heart before head. We need to speak more to the heart, less the head, so less rational sales messages and more emotions. Bynett and Field saw that when you put in marketing ads to people, shoving it up their face, sales go up for some stupid reason, and when you stop putting in money, the sales go down to 0 again. But when you actually invest time and engagement in people based on emotions, people love your brand and your sale go up more like a staircase. Now, when they combined this, they saw that the performance marketing ads started walking in the staircase of brand marketing, because the more people loving your brand, the more effective your marketing budget, boring ads would be. And the performance marketing ads, just so you know, it's the ads that when you buy a pair of sneakers, the second you press buy, you start getting a lot of fucking ads. Buy these sneakers. Fuck, I just bought this pair of sneakers. That's what we're talking about here. They call this the 60-40 split, where 60% of a brand of budget should be brand building, 40% sales activations. This was 10 years ago, so today this is more 95-5. Because people are not ready to buy when they see a boring fucking advertisement or a funny one. And we're not persuaded by ads like we were back in the days. Everything was easy. Gillette. Every man was like, oh, I need to buy Gillette. McDonald's. I'm gonna sing McDonald's song on the way to school. It's not like that anymore. We're smarter these days. And actually, the biggest call to action button today is YouTube. So if you go home and watch YouTube and skip ad comes up and you don't click it, something is wrong with you. And it's fine, because we need to then build brands that are top of mind when we need or want a service or a product. Then it should come top of mind. So, did this ever happen before? Did any brand lose $70 billion of market cap in less than 9 months? Does anyone know if this happened?
Like now.
Now?
Twitter X.
Well, yes. Blue Sky is actually taken over, but it hasn't gone this bad. It's Nike. So Nike employed this CEO from eBay who only knew about Excel. Hopefully his wife divorced him. He didn't care about emotions at all. He only cared about numbers and data. And so he killed the brand in 9 months. He stopped all brand marketing. Everything was just gonna be like measured and conversion, and he managed to kill the Nike brand in less than 9 months. So they're now struggling a lot, and he got fired, of course, but that's how it is. This is a good quote. If marketing is asking someone out on a date, branding is the reason they say yes. So this is the difference between marketing and branding. So marketing is supposed to inform and create attention, right? Branding is a lifestyle you want to live. So if no one probably used Tinder here, but if you ever did, you know that marketing is writing a funny message. Why are you laughing over there? You write a funny message, sending it to 100 people or 200 people of your target group. They open it, they read it, it's funny, oh, you're a funny fucker. They click your profile, that's when branding comes in. And you write a text that is very boring, not very good. The first image you send with your 2 friends, and you're like, who the fuck am I gonna date of these 3 people? The second image, you wear sunglasses. Everyone looks like Heidi Klum and Brad Pitt in sunglasses because it covers your face. And the third image, you hold up a fish because you think the other gender loves fish. And so there's of course a problem because there's a lot of competition. And there's creative ways to have, I mean, Tony here, he's double wielding. Mike here, yeah, he thinks he goes the other way. Kaylin and Erik, they are doing subliminal, like hidden messages, playing on other things. I mean, David and Mark, they don't really need a girlfriend or a boyfriend. They already found what they were looking for. While as Nick and George, they got it, you know. If you want an animal to rub off on you, choose a likable animal, maybe, not a dead fish, whatever. And you always have the Machu Picchu image to go back to. Because online there's millions of photos on people on Tinder in front of Machu Picchu. And it's because you show that I'm physical enough to hike that fucking mountain. I love to travel. I love culture. And if you make a funny face, you're also funny. And so it's a perfect image, so much that the right one is photoshopped. So they're now sort of finding like there's albums of Photoshop people on Tinder in front of Machu Picchu. So that's how effective it is. Maybe you should say something.
That was so good.
So good, right?
Yeah, it was
so much wisdom in one.
Wisdom and should write a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that. I was.
This tastes stronger than it says, but yeah, I'm just saying.
It could be. I don't trust.
It says 5,000% alcohol.
Yeah, it's still this.
Yeah. It says 5,000.
Because I've been dead in
5
seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect. Branding through visual. So continuing on what Fred talked about, branding and like playing more on emotions and stuff. Making brands come to life through visual words that communicate emotional values is something that we try to do a lot. We did this with Klarna, this fucking bank.
What do they do?
Steal your money.
And put you in debt.
And put you in debt, yeah. That's what I call stealing your money.
Mm-hmm.
No, but they yeah, you can buy shit without having money. It's great. And then you know, but some years ago they came to us and they asked us to create like. Basically, they needed loads of content. They were everywhere, but they were like, you know, what should we do? That was sort of our task. And then we were like, oh, but we're going to create like a universe, a world that is like Klarna, and it's built on emotional values. It's not about any sales messages or anything. It's just about like a feeling about your brand, and like you can recognize it. And then you can put any fucking message you want on this, you know. Because they're a fucking boring digital bank shit. No one, they don't have it, you know, it's like nothing to show anyway. So we started making these things. They had like live themes, so like this is like a fashion theme on this, and as you see, this is like a seamless like loop that just goes on forever. So this was used like, for example, as a background on the app or like on the website and stuff like that, but it could also be like digital out of home and things like this. And all this type of like themes and worlds, we've like made a lot of content. It's videos, it's stills, it's like moving images like this, etc. And then we have other ones, like this is the sort of workout theme, and a lot of Mormon travel. Don't know what this one is, but
it was very popular.
Yeah, sort of.
A lot of people got in debt
It's
because
actually
of
not
that.
like a plan to do. I was just forcing everyone to do this. It's good. And then like, you know, home entertainment. You see, it's like a theme. It's like this is like we're showing you like a 1% of what we done for them. There's so many images and videos and stuff. So when you start like you know, just create this world, and then you can do more like social media stuff.
Great album. Daniel said he's gonna build one for next week.
Yeah. I tried to convince them to buy the rights for the like Pina Colada song with with Rupert Holmes, like, but they didn't, fuckers. And then also, as you saw on that one, like there's a lot of clear space and stuff like that. So everything's very like optimized for, you know, messaging in different formats, etc. But then, of course, when you do this, you can also do more like classical TV ads in the same world.
Pay in 3 installments.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of young people have started getting in debt in Sweden after this. Very good results. Yeah.
The good thing though is that when you start doing this, after a while it doesn't matter. It's just like it doesn't need to make any sense. You can just do shit. And it's we have a special surprise here that we looked through an old presentation that we did for them, and then we found sketches how we sold these ideas, and this is also a look into our process. Sketch.
Look at her feet. It looks like a duck.
So we're obviously very good at selling, I think. Look at this. But
better than selling than illustrating.
But the funny thing is that this is like actually the first presentation of ever like showing them this idea at all. So it's like interesting how we were surprised at how close this absolute first sketch was to the end result. Like, and there were more of them that we saw. Oh yeah, and also this, like again, like Freddie mentioned before, we like make everything in camera by hand. So we actually built a swimming pool, which is insane. I don't understand why in many ways, but like but anyway, yeah, we did that so we could control everything.
Is she holding sandwiches, this girl?
I have no clue how to back this. How do you do that? Sandwiches.
It looks almost like it's something nice
for you.
Yeah, but it's light, right?
Smooth salmon.
No, it's something floating, right?
It's the suit in the background. Next picture.
I have no clue what you're talking about, Freddie.
Okay. Oh, it is. It's a suit. It's a suit. You know. That's good. Yeah.
Good.
Now in the bike, right?
She's in debt. That's why. It speaks to her. It speaks to her.
Seen that many times.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So everything is made like in camera, and yeah, we had this one. This is like home interior. Became like this. Was like this loops, and then this one you saw the sports theme that became like this. So I guess we lose our creativity after we sell the first idea. Then we just like, okay, let's fucking do it. Anyway, Ultimate Wisdom, world-class brand is built on emotions, not rational sales messages. Okay, you. Let me get this back to you.
Okay, I get the serious one. So this is the part where you need to take out your notepads because it's a very important chapter. Find your doppelgängers. So me and Erik, we were in Paris, and then this garbage truck drove past us, and the man who drove it looks at me and then screams, "Steve!" Or he's like, "Oh, Steve, Steve, Steve," or something like that.
No,
I don't know.
more like
Steve. Okay, yeah, Steve. And I was like, "Who the fuck is he screaming? Why is he screaming Steve?" And then we were in Mexico, we had a talk, and afterward this girl came up to Erik, and she's like, "Hey, are you David?" And he's like, "No, I'm Erik, from the, are you not David?" And he's like, "Who the fuck is David?"
We had no clue.
Oh my fucking god.
We never heard it. This many years ago. We had no
clue who these idiots were, and they weren't even friends when we started meeting each other, and he saved out his hair, took a long time. So it's David Guetta and Steve Aoki, and this is their piano. So we found it, and it's like they only have 5 notes. Very talented musicians, of course. Here's like a sample that you can see how he plays it here. It's like a children's song gone bad. If drugs weren't invented, they wouldn't have a music career, basically. You can say that. But so if you're a little bit racist, you can see that they're Asian, have long hair, mustache, leather jacket. But I would say, have you seen all white dudes look the same?
That's fucking close.
So just to prove this, I made a slide with every second image is Erik, every second image is David Guetta. And even Erik gets dizzy when he looks at this. So these 2 idiots started touring the world under Aoki Guetta tour, giving us a bad reputation. We started having to sign autographs and taking photos.
You don't understand. There are so many stories. It's insane.
One time we were on Manhattan, and this woman comes up to us and she's like, wait, aren't you? We're like, here we fucking go. We're in Steve Aoki's home city. Yes, what is it? Aren't you Snask? We're like, what? 1 to 1,000 that someone thinks that Steve Aoki is me in this way. So we went to South by Southwest in Austin to have a lecture, and this friend of ours got us on stage. So this is Steve Aoki, the criminal, throwing a cake, the choice of weapon, in my face, the victim. That's me in the armpit of Miley Cyrus' little sister. This is me after being violated.
I forgot about this.
And also, we've been to Mexico just in August or something. And we had been there, and then we went to the airport. And we checked into a lounge because we had a lot of time, and we showed our boarding passes. like you do, you have to show your boarding pass. You're going into the lounge, and we were going on a night flight, so we were like, let's not drink coffee because we're not gonna be able to sleep. And suddenly they come up to us, the whole crew from the lounge, and like, hey, we're very happy you're here. We're like, what the fuck? And they showed that they gave us these. And they said we can't use your real names. We're not allowed, but we googled you and we love your music. And it's like, so you think we're them, that we travel under false names, and we're in your shitty lounge. We're not in our private jets or whatever. And so they gave us these cappuccinos, and we of course had to drink. No, it's in this one.
It's not there.
Yeah. So they googled our names, the fake names, Freddie and Erik, and they found Snask. And they're like, oh, this must be a fake company. to cover for David Guetta.
It was so weird too, because we were sitting there minding our own business, and we thought that this time of being them is like behind us now, finally. And then they come up with this, and we were like, we know this moment. This is the type of shit that happens. And then we look down, but it's us.
Yeah, well, it's us.
This made no sense. We were like, but it's are they a fan of Snask? But no, that can't be like. And then it was like, love your music.
I think in this one, you can hear it in the first one. Let's listen. Did you hear that? I love your music. Yeah, whatever. Ultimate wisdom is just because you don't know about it doesn't mean you don't have a shitty superstar TJ doppelganger.
Still a good quote. Okay,
do this one, Erik.
We're getting closer to the end now. This is where no, maybe we're not. We have so much stuff. Okay, disruption. Is it also steal a good quote? Remember that. This is from Mark Shaler, our friend, designer friend. We saw that he wrote this and we were like, this is perfect. We're gonna take this because disruption is normal now. Change is fucking inevitable. How it was done yesterday is not how it should be done today. Nothing stays the same, and neither should you. The problem comes when change happens and you don't. This is something we truly believe in and we bring with us in our work. And this is a good example of that, and I send this back to you.
So, Naked and Game Fans, the name of our book. We worked with a client in Sweden, and sometimes humor is your best skill, especially if you want to piss off the right kind of people. So we work with Dollar Store. So Dollar Store is a very high quality store, as you can hear. You can buy anything very high quality for $1 only, every day. Yeah, and so the CMO, she came to us and like, hey, can you make something for Halloween for us?
Also, like, you have 2 weeks.
You have 2 weeks. We're like, great. We're like, no one, everyone fucking hates Dollar Store. It's like going to hell. So we're like, perfect. Welcome to Dollar Store. Welcome to hell. And we're like, that's perfect. No one wants to go to your fucking stupid store. But everyone knows it's stupid. So then you go there because you want to buy stupid shit. You don't go there to buy a great kitchen knife. And everyone knows that. So we made these huge drawings, and it was in the subways.
We almost didn't understand this, that it was like everywhere in Sweden. Like everywhere. We were like, oh, this is funny, haha. And then it's just like, could you see it?
It was
in
everywhere.
Every single ad space. Yeah, it's crazy.
And a lot of these like billboards everywhere. And then people got super offended. So this is Petrus, religious as hell and knowledgeable. Hell is connected to Satan. That's true. Very true. Karen, just being herself. Inappropriate and unbefitting. Okay, yes, okay. Petrus again. They are playing with the other side, and that's not harmless. It is, of course. And then Anonymous, who lives online. The growing violence is negative, and this campaign promotes it. It actually doesn't. But speaking about violence and promoting violence, these people got mad and they started to burning down and tearing down the billboard because they were like, they're talking about me.
Burned it up.
They're talking about me and they wanted me to go to hell.
It's funny though because like it was out on the highway, so when they were like taking their turn off to their town, they was met by this gigantic sign. Welcome to hell. So they've been like working all day and they're like tired and they're like, you know. So I mean, I see it, but I also they're wrong. You know?
This is too far.
They did interviews with like priests and stuff. Like it was crazy. They're like, did you approve this? Isn't this crazy? And they like, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah.
It's very weird. So Kelly, the very brave client, CMO, she said the challenge lies in finding a concept that speaks as much to the fans as to the skeptics. The tools are self-distance and humor. In the Halloween context, it becomes both fun and relevant to joke about what our opponents think, that Dollar is hell. This is also how you find your future husband or wife. By being funny and have self-distance. You would say pee on yourself, right?
Yeah.
So she came and like, what are we gonna do for Christmas? Oh my God. Religious, family friendly, and lots of ego. So we thought, well, why don't we play?
We also listened to the
We listened to the feedback when we Welcome to Hell. So we were like, let's do... And we tried to put in a lot of like religious, three wise men with a camel, but in the snow, you know, stuff people could be angry about. And then we thought about, but Christmas is holy and it's a lot of bullshit and crap, so maybe it's holy crap. Flying bed sheets or holy crap that's cheap like a flying saucepan. Heavenly fine prices every day.
Only 10 euros.
Only 10 euros or 9 euros because of the Swedish
That's true, yeah.
currency. Yeah.
Maybe 8 even now.
Yeah, maybe 8. But the billboard stayed untouched. And then we realized that we're talking to the right direction. It went down, no. Up, yes. So when you make something no one hates, no one loves it.
Okay, now we're close to the end, and we got into one of the more important chapters, development intern culture. I know you have.
Interns listen.
That one. So at Snask we had a lot of interns through the years, and we had this thing called the intern journal, which is basically a diary of their time at Snask that they make through when they're at us, and then like the last day we go through this together and we keep them all at the office and so on as a memory. So it's super fun. We also force our interns to get a tattoo. So here are a few of them. You know, sometimes, you know, we make a game out of it. We draw. Everyone get to draw a symbol, and you know they get to pick one or whatever it is. But yeah, we have a lot of. It's a great way to like keep a memory.
People,
yeah, like it's like we know
branding.
They know, branding them basically. Yeah. We also fool interns to go abroad. So this is Fabrizio Mora, who is amazing art director who started out as an intern at Snask, then became an employee, and he worked with us for a few years. But basically, when he started out, like I said, he came as an intern from Italy. And the thing was that me, Freddie, and Magnus, then, who back then was a partner of Snask as well, had been booked for doing a talk in Costa Rica. So we were 3 people going there to do this talk. But then, like a couple of months before, Magnus reached out to us and he was like, "Hey, guys, like I have to stay at home. I can't go to Costa Rica. I have my family and stuff. Like I can't be away that long." So we're like, "Oh, okay, no worries. Like we will go." But then we're like, "But wait, we have now we have an extra ticket and an extra space for a third person. Who is that?" And we're like, "Wouldn't it be fun if we fooled this new intern to just go with us?" So we started planning this, and we like started emailing him like, "Hey, we need your passport details." And he was like, "Why the hell do you need them?" And it's like, "It's a law in Sweden. If you come here," he's like, "No, that I'm in the EU. That can be." And we're like, "Send your fucking passport details." And then eventually he does that, and we like we get him on board on that, and we're like, "Cool." He comes to Sweden, and then like there's just like I know he arrives, and it's like 2 weeks later we're doing this. And then we're like starting to think a bit critically to ourselves, and we're like, what if he has plans? What if he has a life? We're basically kidnapping him for a week, and we're like, wait, this is not good. We need to start we need to do something. So we were like, oh, Fabrizio, did we tell you about the inspirational week? And he was like, what? No, what do you mean? Oh, no, but every year we go out to this island in the Stockholm archipelago, and we have like inspirational week where we hang out with workshops, and we also always invite like a special guest from somewhere else in the world that will come to us, and we do this together. He's like, okay, and you're joining, so you're with us for a week out there. And he's like, okay, cool. And then we were like, okay, good, we saved that one. But then the day before, we were like, Jesus Christ, there's still a lot of question marks here. We need him to bring his passport. We need all this stuff. So we send him an email first. Bring your passport. Maybe international waters. It's the most stupid lie ever existed. But it worked. 2, no need for warm clothes, but please bring swim shorts for the sauna. This is in February. It makes no sense again still, but we were like, but he doesn't need to do, it's going to be cozy there. 3, make a sign for this year's special guest, Gemma O'Brien. It should read, Gemma O'Brien, life is life. Why? I don't know, because it's stupid, I guess. And 2, because we know that he's a very ambitious guy, don't put too much time on the sign. This guy is going to be up all night, it's going to be a thing, So we send this, and he's like, cool. And then the next day we were like, oh, the first thing we do is to go to the airport to pick up Gemma because she's arriving. So we drive to the airport, and there we are. And of course, he put way too much time on this sign. He was up all night. He was doing this so it's like Gemma O'Brien. And then we find this weird little place just in the airport. Where we're like, this is where people come out when they arrive. It was just in a corner somewhere with a door, yeah. And then we're like, oh, let's wait here for her. And then
hello, Fabrizio.
Hey, Gemma.
How are you?
Fine. We're waiting for Gemma O'Brien.
Do you know about her?
Yeah, he's one of the best calligrapher. Type or something, and he's really good.
Alright.
Have fun.
Cool, this is gonna be great.
And then just after this, we were pretending to get a phone call, and then we're like, what? And then we're like, that was Gemma who called. He was like, what? He's like, no, she's not. She can't make it. She's not coming. He's like, what do you mean? No, she's going to Costa Rica. But the good thing is that we are doing that too. It was so confusing. He was like, what? And then this is after.
Do you understand? You are going to Costa Rica exactly now.
I have to realize, but... I'm thinking what I have in my bag that I can take. And now, I have a jacket. I don't need a jacket in Costa Rica.
So of course he didn't follow our rules. So he brought warm clothes and all of that shit. But luckily we put this up on that internet thing that we work with, and the people in Costa Rica that were arranging the conference and everything, they saw this. So this local studio called Pupilla, they managed to arrange some outfits for him while we were up in the air. This is we had no clue about this. We arrived, and then they were like, we fixed this.
The logo, yeah.
And then, of course, Gemma O'Brien was there, which we knew, so we talked to her, and she came up on stage, and we played Life is Life, and we got to give her the sign and everything. You know, very happy ending towards the end. So here we have the last ultimate wisdom, I think. You don't have to bring interns abroad. No, it could be too much. But branding them with a tattoo, is reasonable.
So two guys prepared.
Cool. So we reached selfie time. So Erik's mom wanted to know what we're doing, and she never understands really fully mine, none the mine. So we want to film, but I want you to bring out your phones and pretend like you're at the Beyonce concert. So you put on the flash. How do we turn off the light here? Do you do it here?
The big one.
This one, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it enough?
Yeah, that's enough. So everyone put on their flash, and then I want, when I film you, you scream like a Justin Bieber or whatever. Okay, yes. So we can do a try one. You start. Austrians are good. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. What you have to say something to your mom, not the beer, okay?
No, but
you can say something about the beer as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Mom, we're sponsored by the most illegal beer.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much. Now I guess it's Daniel. You have the power now, because I think we're
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Is it basement now?
Yeah. We have a basement, but it's
very narrow.
Yeah, and I don't know who's living there, so it's.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
You already forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to do something there? No.
Sorry?
Would you like to see the basement? We turn.
Okay, yeah, we can see the basement.
But, but again, like really, also thank you guys for being here. Thank you for this whole experience. It's very humbling, super cool. Thank you again, Danny, for the
it's amazing.
It's like crazy.
Thank you for
it's a lifetime memories for sure. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we have 3 hours until toilet day.
Yeah.
3 hours until toilet day.
So maybe we should fill up to be ready for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All at once.
It's like New Year's Eve all over again, but like extra bonus.
What do you want to drink?